So you're at Texas, you book the Great Debaters, and then that's the impetus to move?
So when I did the Great Debaters, I was 17 years old. So
Oh, that was
still in high school.
Okay.
So I was still in high school. I auditioned for the Great Debaters when I was a senior in high school. They didn't know I wasn't 18. So that was an interesting scenario about missing school. This was a crazy scenario. I went to auditioned in Shreveport, Louisiana, for the casting director. Then I got a call back that said, Denzel really, really enjoyed your tape or enjoyed your audition, and he's going to invite you to the table read. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. Denzel was in the callback. I went back. I had to go all the way back to Shreveport for the callback.
Jeez.
Met Denzel, who was so nice and so cool. And I leave that audition. I get a call from Denzel.
Oh, shit.
And Denzel basically tells me, hey, I believe in you. They don't believe in you. And I was like, who's they? And he's like, basically the producers. He's like, I'm going to invite you to the table read. You're going to read your part. You're the only person at the table read not cast. But he's like, come in and kill it and prove them wrong.
Oh, geez, that's high stress.
I was like, okay. So I go back to Shreveport to do the table read. And everybody else is, they're like, oh, high fiving each other, like, man, we're all here. That's so cool. They do like a speech, like how awesome it is to be a part of this movie. And meanwhile, I'm just like sweating bullets. I have in front of me Forrest Whitaker, Denzel Washington, Oprah Winfrey. It is like so stressful. And when it comes and I thought to look older is so dumb. To look older, and the character is from Harvard, and he's a Harvard debater, and it says in the movie he's wearing a tuxedo. So I wore a tuxedo to the table. So yeah, if I didn't like stick out like a sore thumb already, like I wore a tuxedo to this table, and everybody's like, "Who is this guy?" Right? So, and not only that, during my reading of my speeches, I stood up and I delivered them to Denzel and Oprah and Forrest. Right? And I remember at the very end of my speech, he looks over to the producers and he gives like a thumbs up, and they gave a thumbs up. And then he came over to me after the table read and he said, "Hey," he's like, "You got the role, kid."
That's amazing.
He's like, "You're shipping off to debate camp with me right now." So I literally flew down to Texas Southern University with he and the rest of the cast, the rest of the main four. And we went to and learned debate camp. And
That's amazing.
I got to learn how to debate in front of Denzel Washington.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So I've always felt just truly indebted to Denzel because he did not have to go out of his way to obviously get me that role. He didn't have to tell me, "Hey, I think you got the chops to make it in Hollywood." He didn't have to, connect me with his agent. He didn't have to do any of that stuff, and he's been nothing but a stand-up gentleman.
That's amazing.
Since I moved out here.
What a fun story.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what was the impetus to move to LA then? Or drop out of UT?
So basically what happened was I did the movie. I get a call from Ed Lamato, who is Denzel's agent, and he said, "Are you coming out for the premiere?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "I think we should sit down when you come out." So I sat down with him when I came out there, and he said, "What's your plan?" I was like, he's like, are you planning on moving out here? I was like, no. And he's like, I think you should give it a shot. Denzel and I talked, and he thinks you can actually make this happen. I think you can make this happen. And I wasn't really planning on doing it. And then we had a follow-up meeting spring break. I flew out to LA and met with some folks and decided to leave the University of Texas after freshman year. So I left. I arrived June 3rd, 2008.
That's awesome.
Yeah.